Hey everybody, how's it going? So I decided I'd come down here and show y'all the progress on the farmhouse. Currently, I have painted the clawfoot tub, but it's been dark both days that I've gotten home to be able to show you guys how far I've progressed with it. So I'm going to have to hopefully get home soon enough, tomorrow or maybe Friday, and I'll be able to show you that because I think it turned out pretty good. Not quite done with it yet. Need some more coats on it, but it's coming along pretty nice. With that being said, here we go. This is the living room here. Now, this is part of the drywall they already had up when I got the place. So we went back over it a little bit. I did some drywall under the windows where we put the windows in and everything, but we have a family friend that's doing all the mud and everything, and he's doing a really good job. It's coming out pretty good. So I hung all the drywall in here, every bit of it that you see. I hung it, but I didn't do none of the mudding. I let somebody else do that. So got all it done here. I decided to keep this beam here exposed, and I'm going to do something with it. I got an idea what I'm going to do with it, and I'll show you guys that sometime, but I decided to keep it exposed. Leave a couple little subtle things. Later on, I'm going to do stone around the fireplace here. It's not really a necessity right now. I'm just trying to get in this thing, so I'm going to wait off on it. Leave it like it is for now. I need a frame around that little insert there and do some brick, or I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. Fill that in though. This was one of the original wooden walls that was in the house. I decided to keep. Just that one wall was pretty much perfect. I said, you know what, I'll just leave it there. Be a little memento. And I got one more wall like that. Come around here. Got the kitchen, which also has that other wall, like I just said. Just decided to leave it. There's that wooden beam. Now, I'll do all the trimming around there with my dad's help, showing me the way. He did a lot of residential crown molding and trim work and stuff when he was younger, so get all the tips I can from him there. That's all the house. We got to do a lot of trim, so that'll work out. Here's the kitchen. I got a window ordered. I had to get a custom window made. It is 36 tall and 60, right at 64, I'll say, wide, and it's a sliding window. It's double pane, argon filled. It's just like this window here. Just opens, unlocks there, and slides. A little bit different. I do want to do two of them in the kitchen here. Let me lock it back. There we go. And I got some receptacles to change, and I replaced that back door, I should say. And windows. All the windows in the house got replaced. It did have a brand new hot water heater when I got it, so that was good. Don't even look like it's been used. It's awful short, but it's actually pretty big around. I don't know the size of it. Probably could look at it and tell you, but it should be plenty for this little place. All these floors are redone. So, I built this wall here. This wall, I brought out this way here. And you can see where the wall was. They had some major floor issues going on in here. And when they did it, they built this wall, the existing wall that was there, on top of the floor that they had built, and had all kinds of 2x10s and 2x6s and just all kinds of crazy things scattered all around, different lengths and everything in here. So I did away with that and redid the floor in here. Now it is doubled up plywood because of the tub that we're putting in here. So I moved this wall out. But what originally was going on here is they had this as like a little cubby area. There was a wall here on the outside here. But this was a closet to that room. But they had moved this wall, and they took that closet away from that room. So I don't know what I'm going to do really here, because that light is controlled by a switch in Graydon's room. So we'll just have to do away with that light and cover it up and get a little blank switch for that light in there. So anyways, here's the bathroom. I'm going to use one of these cabinets that we got from a good friend. He brought some cabinets over here. I'll use it, paint it. I was planning on making me a countertop. I never made a countertop before, but I wanted to make one. But right now, with time the way it is and me trying to get in here, don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I'm looking around to see if I can find a good countertop the size for this one, but I don't know. I might have to make one or get one made or whatever. Whatever right now is more cost efficient for me. So we'll see. But this is going in that corner over there. And then the old garden tub was going to go right across the wall here. And then we should have a toilet here right above the socket there, so I can have something to charge my phone. I like to stay on the throne, probably too long. Then I need to do some flooring in here, and I'm going to do something a little different for the ceiling. I'll show you guys that when the time comes there, but it's going to be pretty neat. And eventually, I'll probably have to get a regular door now because, again, financially wise and everything, but I want to do a sliding barn door there. That'll be a little neat. Oversize it for privacy, obviously, but it's something I've been thinking about. Come in here. This is the little boy's room. Pretty good sized little room. Now they had a walkway here for you guys that never saw my other videos. They actually had a hole in the wall. I don't know what they were doing, but finally filled it in and got him some windows. I put them smaller windows. They had big windows in here, but I put smaller windows a little further from the floor, so we don't really have to worry about him, around the windows or anything like that. Just one less thing to have to worry about. And then here's the go-to place for me. All that drywall finishing he did. I hung all this drywall. They had some wooden paneling walls in here. It was horrible. I had a lot of hard work in all these rooms because you can see the drywall for the ceiling is kind of rough, but they had their trim up on the wall, but they had put the ceiling in afterwards, and the trim was on top of the, they had some kind of fiber trim up there that was about 4 inches tall in some places, and they had a 1x2 trim on top of that. It was just, and they had so many nails and screws and different kinds of staples and square head nails, anything you could think of to have it all in there, they had. And I didn't have any kind of tool to get it. I had a osculating tool that a good friend sent, but I didn't have any air to bring down here to be able to control it. But finally, with a lot of elbow grease, got all that trim out. Now this window right here has got a crack in it, but I bought it very, very cheap because of that, so it's still double pane, so we got this inside pane's good. Had to do what I had to do. And that's pretty much it. I know I had a lot of you guys wanting to see the progress and everything. It's coming along pretty good. Got a little closet here. Little crawl space up there. They have really good insulation up there in the ceiling. And I have insulated the walls to the best of my ability. Everything's insulated really good. I've actually had this little heater there running. And this little insert running on 30-degree nights, and it stayed pretty warm in here, so I don't think it's going to take much to actually heat the house whenever I get a good way to heat it. But anyways, we'll get all these walls ready to paint. He's going to go do some finishing. He's not completely done with all the mud yet, but once he gets that done, we'll get all the walls painted and get these cabinets and everything up for the kitchen. And then we'll get the walls painted in the bathroom. Those are the two most important places. And get them all painted, get all the stuff in here, all the plumbing work I need to do, cut all my holes out and run all that, which everything's under the floor here. Pretty much everything's there. I got a pipe that goes to the septic tank. It's cast iron, so I'll just get one of those inserts from the PVC to cast iron, run everything I need to run to that. It should be good to go. I'll show you more as I go along, because we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm trying to get done by the end of the year, or at least livable. So we'll see how it goes. For all you guys that are still listening to this video, me ranting and talking, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm gonna keep sharing stuff with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye bye.